I'm gonna fight 'em all. A 7-nation army couldn't hold me back. They're gonna rip it off, taking their time right behind my back. And I'm talking to...
All right, so here we are. I have 3 new additions to my T-206 project that I'm calling Project Sweater Gang. And this is going to be an ongoing project throughout the year, and actually more than just this year because it's going to take a bit, but there are roughly 25 or 26. I still haven't determined if I'm going to count one. If I do, it'll make sense if and when I show that one to you, where I am getting all of the T-206 images of players wearing sweaters. For some reason, they just resonate with me, and I didn't realize it until I picked some up. And I'll link my previous video where I explain this project a little more in detail and why I'm drawn to these players wearing sweaters. But I've added 3 in the last month and a half since that video, and I wanted to show them to you today. Pretty inexpensive as far as T-206 cards go, but my only caveat is they all are going to be in SGC slabs, just because I appreciate how they look in an SGC slab much more than in a PSA, just for aesthetic reasons, and I want to keep them uniform for display purposes. So that being said, my first one I have here is from 1910, and this is of Joe Dunn. Got some shorts on there. This is a sweet cap back. Joe Dunn wearing his Brooklyn cardigan there. You see some wrinkling right here. The image, I saw some other ones that were graded higher, but this one just, it did it enough for me. I might upgrade this in the future. I got this for, gosh, under $100. Dinged up on the side, you see that, and there's also some stainage on the back in the middle. You can see where it is right there for the wrinklage. But overall, the image it presents well, and that orange is just really rich. It goes with that blue from Brooklyn. Joe Dunn. All right. Now the next one is cool, not just because of the image. We'll go with the image first because, you know, that's what we're going to be looking at for the most part. Mickey Doolin, this is his batting pose. Philadelphia, again in his cardigan. Just look at that blue. It just pops. Just a great image of Mickey Doolin. This one's unique in the sense that this is my first Sovereign back. Candy apple Sovereign back. See some stainage on the back, the discoloration in the middle right there. But that's a good looking intact back. And I like this back a lot. This is my first Sovereign, so I'm happy to have this in the collection. I paid a little more for it just because of the back. It's a little more rare than obviously a Sweet Cap or a Piedmont, but it was also just the way that it presented on front. It was just really a crisp card in my opinion for a 2.5. So I didn't pay an arm and a leg for this. A little more than a 2.5 Piedmont or a Sweet Cap would have been, just because of the Sovereign back. But happy to add Mickey Doolin to the project collection. And then my third one is an image that I gravitated to from the beginning. Once I started looking into this project and finding players that were wearing sweaters, this was the one that popped out for me. And I wanted to have a really nice copy of this one because I just think this image is just fantastic. And this is a Sweet Cap of Lefty Liefeld, his pitching pose. Just look at that. I mean, my goodness. The sunset behind him. Maybe it's sunrise. Don't know. Could have been an early practice. But obviously the cardigan sweater with the red collar on top, the Pittsburgh across the chest, the blue cap. This is just a fantastic image, and one that I'd put this in my, probably my top 5 sweater images for me is this one right here. So I am really happy, and to get this in a 4.5 it was amazing. The price was right for this one. Paid a little more just because I wanted a really nice, presentable copy of one of my favorite images. But look at the back. I mean, the back's just ridiculously in good shape. You get a little crease right there. I mean, but that stuff, for these cards, I don't even really look at that stuff. I mean, it's more paper loss on the back, or you got stainage or paper loss or creases on the fronts. But I mean, the centering of this is good. I never really bothered about the corners either. The corners are the least of my concern when it comes to T-206. It's more about just registration, presentation. Hopefully it's decently centered. And this checks many of those boxes for me, especially the registration. Just looks fantastic. Just looks great. So happy, happy, happy to have this in the collection, and is a big addition to my sweater gang project. So there you go. Those are my 3 additions. I'll be adding some throughout the year, and we'll hopefully, I might make a video just for one, just depends. But I was able to get these 3 over the last couple months. So let me know what you think down below of these 3 additions to my project, and which one's your favorite. And maybe leave a comment for some favorite sweater wearing player cards of the T-206 set that you like. And hopefully I'll be making another one of these videos in the next coming months with some new additions. Until then, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for watching as always. Bye.